Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen issue 1 heads 1 year into the past, where the Batman Who Laughs confronts Lex Luthor, who tells the villain that he will not let him stand in the way of his life's work. Lex says that he's seen the future and a great power is coming and will show the people who they can truly be, and he will shepherd them to it. The Bat villain doesn't take any of this seriously, as Lex says that he should have stayed in the Dark Multiverse, since he isn't part of this story. The Batman Who Laughs says he is, however, and that he's one of the main characters at that. Lex just doesn't want to believe it. Before Lex can fire his weapons, the villain says that he knows Lex won't kill him, since he came there to see how much the villain knows. The Batman Who Laughs is impressed with his start on things, but he doesn't care about his little quest to be a god. He tells Lex he's walked the cosmic folds of the multiverse and partnered with beings who can shatter reality with a well-placed punch. So he knows Lex won't kill him because he knows things that no other being knows. But he also knows that there is a human reason behind his choice. He knows that Batman and Lex Luthor are the greatest strategic minds of the world, but his Batman has rules and he doesn't, and maybe in a few months Lex will unchain him, but all because he will want to know when the chips are down, and when it all comes down to it, who is going to win, Lex Luthor or Batman. Later on Earth 3, Ultraman demands the people of his Earth call out for Perpetua, since the end of the multiverse is coming. Returning to the crime syndicate, he hopes the blood will be running through the streets soon, with them getting the people riled up. Superwoman hopes that will appease Perpetua, asking what Owlman has done recently. Owlman says that he spiked Gotham's water supply with poison, so the murder rate will be through the roof before midnight. Ultraman wants to kill more people, but Johnny asks if Perpetua will really let them live, wondering how many worlds are left in the multiverse. Powering knows that they will be safe since they are the bad guys, as Apex Lex arrives, telling the crime syndicate that Perpetua demands an audience with them to discuss their future. He takes the villains to the Godhead in the Promethean galaxy, taking them into the grand halls of Perpetua. Owlman tries to lay on the pleasantries, but Ultraman doesn't have time for that, wanting to know about their cut on conquering the multiverse. Perpetua likes his spirit, wanting to see how they cope in conquering their own world first. In Earth 3 Gotham, the people are turned into Perpetua's Apex hybrids, as the villains learn most of the people have doom in their hearts, which is why their world was spared, and now they have made them into Apex predators. Superwoman isn't happy about having to rule an Earth filled with monsters, as Johnny panics, knowing that they will die. Perpetua hears him, reducing Johnny to dust. Perpetua tells the villains to weed out the weak on their world, and only then will she grant them power. Lex transports them back to Earth 3, knowing he actually watched Earth 3 die, and his villains came to his world and they died there as well. He even killed a few of them, so he wonders how their world is still alive. Perpetua says that the multiverse has healed Earth 3 back into existence, since she believes it's reverting to a form best suited for her doom plans. She knows they must break the bones of the multiverse, and in turn it will heal and fortify in a shape where evil is the natural order, not something to be scoffed at. Lex says that the Earth 10 people might be of great use as candidates for their recruitment drive, but Perpetua says he has another mission. She tells him of an anomaly on his home Earth, an incursion of energy from the Dark Multiverse which threatens Perpetua's plans. Therefore, Lex must seek it out and destroy it. She tells Lex to take an army should he need it, but Lex knows that on his world he can call in the villains that he gave gifts to, but Perpetua demands that he take the Apex Predators. Lex heads home to Earth 0, as in Arizona, the Batman Who Laughs tortures Rip Hunter, who knows time travel is broken and what Perpetua has done has broken hypertime. The Batman Who Laughs says that he can work with that, telling Rip that he should have stayed hidden at the other end of time, and the villain is alerted to Lex Luthor returning to Earth. As Rip knows what happens next, the villain calls in his team, telling them Luthor is back. In the Metropolis Museum of Science, Lex activates his lab, running the Dark Matter Protocol to track the Batman Who Laughs. He learns of the Secret Six and the infection that has taken the heroes, wanting full readings on the beings and their energies as Supergirl arrives, telling him it's about someone from her family put Lex in his place. Lex is happy to have a test subject arrive, ordering his Apex Predators to take her down, but Supergirl says that Scarab's Reach Tech cloaked the Six as they made short work of the Apexes, killing them all. The Six come for Lex, noting that he has gotten faster but it won't help. Lex tells the villains that they can't comprehend his cosmic power that Perpetua has imbued him with, and a day ago he destroyed the Justice League, so what chance do they have? He blasts Shazam, but the power doesn't do anything as the Batman Who Laughs appears on his monitors, saying Perpetua is the mother of this multiverse, but her power has no effect on the energies from his multiverse. He reminds Lex that he told him from the beginning that this would all come down to them going head to head, but he knows how it ends, and it ends with Batman winning. Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen issue 1 does a great job building off of things from Metal and from Scott Snyder's Justice League as Lex and Batman Who Laughs finally butt heads. I really enjoyed that none of this was filler. We jump straight into the action and everything is set up with these two villain teams going against each other, and it will make the remaining 3 issues of the miniseries really fun. This issue also fixes how Earth 3 is back now to its evil self and back in the multiverse, making me wonder what other worlds out there that were destroyed that had evil counterparts on it have been restored by Perpetua manipulating the multiverse. I'm looking forward to seeing the culmination of all of this stuff Snyder and Tynan have been doing in the final Justice League issue and the remaining 3 issues here, and what the fallout from all of this will be. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.